My name is Alex Salazar, and I am a barber. I was inspired when I got invited to go to a class to see the school I graduated from. They invited me to see a class about color, and they did a women's haircut. And I was inspired because I just saw the magnitude that a haircut can change a person's whole confidence and the way they perceive themselves. And I've experienced it personally when we used to go out before quarantine and the COVID restrictions. We used to go cut the hair of the homeless over in San Diego, and it always has a positive impact because they don't always get the help that they might need. And just seeing like someone's whole day and mood change just because you were able to give them a haircut. So it inspires me to do good for the community whenever I can. My relationship is really strong with my boss and coworkers. We, with COVID precautions, we like to eat together. We talk a lot, even if it's not bar related. We're all really good friends, and we make a really good team because we have a deep bonding connection. We have a restaurant next door called Chicken Lisa's, and they're regulars over here at the restaurant, and there are a lot of repeating customers too, so we get to know a lot about them, and their experience improves and our experience improves as well because we pick up right where we leave off in the conversations, and eventually like their kids become our clients, and we just see everyone in the family grow up, so it's a really personal experience. So we have multiple different tools. We have styling tools, which includes the blow dryer, the flat iron, the curling iron. We have the standard cutting tools, which includes the clippers, the trimmers, and the Barber Shears, also known as the scissors. The shears are the scissors, and the clippers, obviously, it's a machine that cuts hair. We have the attachments that go on the clippers, known as the guards. So they go from half to the 8, and in between the increments are millimeters or sixteenths. And the highest guard is the number 8, which is an inch. And we have the trimmers, which are technically clippers, but they're smaller and they're used for refining detailed areas such as the sideburns, the back if it is blocked off or rounded, the perimeter. So it has fine teeth since it is smaller, and these fine teeth can help you get into the beard areas, mustache areas, and create sharp lines. We do have the Barber Shears, which are the scissors. You use those to do the most precise cutting, like for men it's the length on top. For women it's generally all over. And the combs also as well. We have the ones with the wide teeth used for sectioning and parting. We have the ones with the fine teeth used to grab specific areas of hair. We have the flat top comb, which is used to blend large areas. And we have the traditional straight razor used to do lineups. The lineup is the perimeter edge up, and you use the razor to remove any little hairs to make the perimeter lines pop out, and it's used in traditional straight razor shaves. COVID has positively and negatively affected business. It was negative for a lot of small businesses, so any like mom and pop shops, any locally owned barber shops did suffer a loss. They did have to pay rent, and unfortunately when you don't have an income of being able to cut hair and paying a large amount of rent, like a lot of barbershops went out of business. Ours fortunately survived. Personally, it's slowed down business a little bit because people don't get haircuts nearly as much. My regular clients who'd come every 2 weeks, they turn into monthly clients to 2 months. In all reality, like if you're someone who's committed and someone who's consistent, you'll still retain your clients. The haircut frequency may not be as much, but you'll still have business. The quarantine did give us more time to think. So I established my brand Deadstock Barbering Company during during the first COVID quarantine, COVID-19 quarantine, and it came about because I was watching a StockX commercial where they referred to the last pair of Jordan 1s as the Deadstock pair, and I figured, hey, I like that term. I researched it, and it's a term referring to like almost like the last of its kind. It's like a sought after item, and I just like to reference it to as it's something I want to achieve. I want to be sought after. I want to be known for just my customer service. I want to make sure that people get an experience from me that they can't get anywhere else. All right, so my design process was literally started on a humble dinner table like this. So my barber school is the Ivy League Barber Academy. So this is the Ivy League shield, as seen common through Ivy League schools. And the reason why it's called Ivy League Barber Academy is because the owner wanted it to be like the standout school of barber schools. So that's why we do a lot of different things in a lot of other schools, because we want to produce leaders in the industry. So common in this design, we have the banner of the start date that the school's initiated. We have the barber pole, the barber shears, the razor, the comb, and the set of straight razors. So the barber pole was designed during the time when barbers were also barber surgeons. So in the barber pole, you'll see red, white, and blue. So the white stands for the bandages, the red is for the handling of blood, and then blue stands for the thought that veins are perceived to be as blue. So the revolving pole is just the way the bandages were spiraled in. So that's from the history of barbering. So beards are known to be dirty. So the straight razor was invented to cleanse the face, as seen throughout history. The comb is used to part and distribute hair, so it'll be easier to manage and maintain. So black is the professional color of the beauty industry. White is an elegant color. White makes things stand out. Anything that is white, you want to keep white. You want to keep it clean and nice. So the roots of this logo, I carried on to my logo, which as you can see here on my phone, it's the Deadstock Barbering Company. I wanted it to be one of a kind, just kind of like the Ivy League schools. So the term Deadstock refers to like sneakers, if you got those Jordan 1s that are no longer made, they're the Deadstock pair. Those are the most wanted pair. I want to make sure my brand and my services are, some of the most wanted, some of the most craved for, And it started just on a notebook like this too. On my dinner table, I said, hey, I want this in Old English. So I kind of just started drawing, but then I had a guy help me out. He's from Jamaica. And he said, hey man, I'm just trying to get my business started. I said, all right, man, then let's give it a go. I was satisfied with the design. I snuck in the barber shears right here on the O and the C of Deadstock. As you can see here, it would open and close in a certain way. And I just wanted to keep my design simple. I made it a barbering company because I didn't want it to just be solely one person running the show. I one day want to collaborate with some people, and yeah, that's the birth of my brand pretty much. So, everything comes from humble beginnings. We started just at a dinner table like this, as I said, and yeah. So originally I was supposed to go to the Air Force, but due to unfortunate circumstances, as in I got rear-ended twice, that led me to have injuries, which I had 2 torn hamstrings, I had some back issues, some neck issues. I had to recover my strength from the accident. And I had to do physical therapy twice because as soon as I just got to a point where I was comfortable going back to normal day activities, I had to do it all again when I got re-aggravated in the second accident. In my life, it's just I grew up with a single parent, so the funding for extracurricular activities was never abundant, so I would have to, make do. And it was just a lack of exploring, different career options and things of that nature. I ended up going to community college to try to progress towards something new in life. I ended up going the trade route and finding out about a barber school. So then I ended up joining that school.